It is Thursday, the 15th of October, 2020. I'm looking at the sun filtered through medium heavy cloud. It's not a thin haze, it's not totally overcast, obviously. The cloud has a certain thickness to it, a certain depth to it. And what I'm noticing in this is that the sun does appear to have rays around it. This is, I think, one of the very few occasions, where the sun might appear to have rays around it, other than in a total solar eclipse. As we can see, as I said, total solar eclipse, the sun pretty well got eclipsed by the clouds. So it does vary, like right now there's no rays, it's just a blob. The rays, in quotation marks, are clearly caused by the clouds themselves, letting more light through and less light through in different areas. The sun, the central portion of it being quite bright, and then depending on the thickness of the cloud, the amount of cloud between me and the sun, you have different apparent rays around the sun, but they're obviously caused by the clouds. So what I'm thinking is that I don't believe that this phenomena explains the rayed sun symbols that are seen all around the world. I do believe that the rayed sun symbols are inspired by total solar eclipses and observations of the sun's corona around the sun. I think there's more than enough evidence of that. But what I am thinking is this particular observation of the sun, these particular weather conditions that give the sun the appearance of having rays around it close to the sun, similar in a way to the corona in the eclipse. I believe this could have reminded ancient people of the rays around the sun during a total solar eclipse. In other words, this type of phenomena, I think, would have reminded ancient people and would have brought back memories of any previous total solar eclipses that they may have witnessed in their lifetimes. So I just wanted to make that point. Again, I don't believe that this phenomena explains the numerous rayed sun symbols around the world. It certainly doesn't explain the winged sun symbols around the world. But I do believe that upon witnessing this, that ancient people may well have been given a kind of a reminder of the symbolism that's perceivable in the sun's corona during, pretty well every solar eclipse. There's different patterns in the sun's corona. Sometimes it's very evenly distributed around the sun. It looks like a gigantic eye staring down from the sky. Other times it's in a more cross-like shape. And other times it distinctly resembles a bird, with the sun's corona very concentrated in the equatorial regions of the sun on either side of it, like wings, and then the sort of fan-like pattern of the sun's corona above and below the sun in the polar regions, looking certainly below it, or indeed above it, very much like the tail of a bird. So, if the tail of the bird was perceived as being below the sun, then it could appear like a bird hovering in the sky. If the tail of the bird was perceived above the sun, then it could be perceived as a bird diving from the sky. So that's it. I just wanted to note this because I did see something similar to rays around the sun on Seeing the Sun today. That's it for now.